I said, what are you doing? He said, Daddy, forget that in the altar with the Rayoka, Jesus of white man God. Now, I believe if you want to argue, you should argue intelligently. I want to even hear about it. What is your argument? That Jesus is a white man God. How? Do you know that when Jesus was born, he was in Egypt? So how do you think that it was in 1942 that the gospel came? The gospel is older than this millennium, because Jesus himself came to Egypt, and Egypt is in Africa. Number one. Number two is that the Garden of Eden is in Ethiopia. Ethiopia is in Africa. So the first man that God created was an African. The third one is that there was a man called Simon the Cyrene. Cyrene is a town in Libya. To this day, he was the last guy that carried the cross of Jesus. How are they saying that Jesus is a white man God? All through histories, you see imprinted in history the participation of Africans in the gospel. So he kept saying that. The next thing I saw, they brought him, his stomach was big, every part of his body had swollen up. I said, what is happening? He was sick. The guys that came with him had cars on their head. I said, Oga, why are you here? Which name do I use to pray? He was still arrogant. He said,